Welcome back. It is yours truly, Nick, a Movie AV Impulse, and today we are going to be talking about Batman Caped Crusader. Is this a better adaptation of Batman the Animated Series? Well, we're going to get into that. We're going to get into the changes, and I am going to do my absolute best not to really spoil anything. I am going to tell you right off the bat, as far as the storyline goes, this kept me very interested. But before we get into it, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe if you like what you see, or if you get to the end of this, as I do have a little thing to give away as far in the series. Because if you did not know, this Batman Caped Crusader has already been signed for 2 seasons. So they are doing this first season as a rollout. Unfortunately, they dumped it all, and I kind of missed that anticipation, like of when you used to watch episodes and then you had to wait the entire week. I actually really missed that, but I'm from the old school. That's how we used to do it, and it gave you time to really wrap your head around what was really going on. But let's get into it. Hit that intro.
Makes you think, what's the channel about? What's this really about? It's about teaching life lessons, teaching the youth. It's about top fives, movie reviews. That's what makes you who you are, makes you what you are. There's no rules in this game. There's no parameters. Just truth. So, 2-3 weeks from now, you're gonna wish you subscribed. 2-3 weeks from now, you're gonna be looking for Movie AV Impulse. Okay, I'm reloaded! Let's go!
A couple of weeks ago, or about a week ago, I put out a short, a YouTube short, a reel, and I kind of made like this, what some fans were angry about as far as Batman goes with this new series. First off, they were upset that Penguin was going to be a female. And I will tell you on record, I absolutely loved her. Now, the fact that everybody is calling this cartoon part of the woke community, listen, this is just a part of our life now, and we are going to have to get used to the fact that every time we have a different adaptation of something, they are going to change it. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is, picture as if this was an exact carbon copy of the animated series, how would you feel? Exactly. You wouldn't feel too great about it, because it would just be the same story retold and retold. And what I love about this series, right in episode 1, you see how ruthless Penguin, how ruthless she really is. And to me, Penguin's always been a weak character. In this series, she is a monster. The one thing that I find weird about this whole series, as far as each episode goes, is that when they introduce the villains, most of these villains are just throwaways. You know, a little spoiler alert, some of these villains actually die. There is a lot of villains in this series, but because they are just throwaways, sometimes it can feel like almost like a filler. Other than that, not so bad. When Harvey Quinn is introduced, I was kind of a little hesitant, because she has no ties to the Joker, and that to me is still kind of weird. I wanted to see where they were going to take her story, and people were a little mad because she was going to be played by an Asian, and the Asian character was totally awesome. I loved her. She still kind of kept with the same formula, just without Joker making her go insane. She kind of went insane because she's a therapist. People are coming over, dumping their problems on her, and then once they're done dumping their problems on her, they just move along and they're happy, and she's stuck there with everybody else's horrible thoughts and horrible things that they've done to people. And the way that she gets back to them is just absolutely crazy. Her costume, how dark she looks, I absolutely loved it. Commissioner Gordon being black and his daughter being black, love that too. The daughter takes a different story arc. She's not a police officer, she's a district attorney, so that takes a whole different direction. But as far as a series goes, I love this. Batman doesn't have all these crazy gadgets. The animation looks so smooth and buttery, and it brought me back to Batman the Animated Series. One thing that I loved and my favorite character in this series was probably Two-Face. The last 3 episodes, you really see Harvey Dent really start to transform into Two-Face. And when they do, I absolutely love it. Now, like I said, there are a lot of villains in here. Now, the main villains, as far as Penguin, Catwoman, and Two-Face, and you do get a little glimpse of what looks like Croc, but it's not really Croc, because that was another thing I was wondering if they were going to bring Croc into this. And Joker's not in this one.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
But if you watch the last episode, once you get to that point, make sure you watch every single minute of it, and you'll see exactly where I think season 2 is going to go into, and I can't wait. It's just the fact that storylines are different. Batman doesn't have all those gadgets, so he's more human. He gets his ass whooped, and there is some kind of action in this all the time. Something is always going on to keep your interest in this series. And that is one of the things that I loved about Batman the Animated Series. There wasn't really a dull moment. Even when two people are just sitting down and having a conversation, the conversation is so intriguing that it makes you want to just stay and not leave the screen. As far as a series, I already cannot wait until season 2. I didn't want to spoil anything, so I didn't make this a very long, detailed. I really want people to go and watch this. I don't want it to get such a low rating that they're canceling season 2, because I am amped, and I'm amped that they keep going, because being set in the 40s and the Batmobile and the submarine that he uses is just so badass that everything is just so old school feeling, and I absolutely love it. Come and check me out on the next video. Like, subscribe, and I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.